Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Russians are in offensive, not in defensive, at least in some areas of Ukraine. And due to these offensive attacks, more foreign fighters were killed. And how do we know that? Because their side is reporting that. This article comes from Republic World from today, July 24th, 2022. This is the title: Russian tank attack in eastern Donetsk kills 4 foreign fighters from US, Canada and Sweden. The foreign fighters were tasked to take up the firing positions and clear a ravine where Russian forces were working to cross a river, so offensive. 4 foreign fighters, including 2 Americans, a Canadian and a Swedish citizen, were killed this week after a Russian tank opened fire on them during an hours-long battle at the front line in the eastern Donetsk region. Ruslan Miroshnichenko, the foreign fighters' commander, confirmed to Politico. So Ruslan Miroshnichenko, the foreign fighters commander. According to the foreign fighters commander, the Americans killed were Luke Skywalker, Luchizny, and Brian Young. Skywalker was in quotation marks, alongside Emile, Antoine, Roy, Sirois. Maybe I'm just making note. His name is Emile with an E at the end. Antoine, and then Roy, R-O-Y, and then the last name is Sirois, S-I-R-O-I-S, of Canada. Must be from Montreal, from Quebec. And Edward Salander Patrignani of Sweden. Edward Salander Patrignani of Sweden. Further information, Miroshnichenko said that the fighters were working with the Special Operation Forces within the territorial defense of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. No terrorists. Their unit was based near Siversk, a town in eastern Donetsk Oblast that has been the target of Russian attacks. These foreign fighters were tasked to take up the fire positions and clear a ravine where Russian forces were working to cross a river. Notably, the fighters performed their task successfully, but at the end of the mission, they were ambushed by the Russian tanks, the commander said. To me, it sounds like they were overrun by then. They were ambushed by the Russian tanks. How was it successful if they were trying to clear a ravine where the Russian forces were working to cross the river, and then the tanks, the commander, ambushed them while shooting them from far away or from 50 yards? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out about that one. Nevertheless, as I said, and this comes from the Ukrainian side. Their commander reported that, so it's no doubt about it. But probably you have to do that. I don't know. The only persons that know is the guys who were killed and their commander and whomever signed the papers with these guys. So we will never hear this, or if we're gonna hear it, we're gonna hear it in some years from now, who these guys really were. Now it depends who wins this. Now if the Ukrainians win, these guys were heroes, and they are heroes in their own side of their side. From the other side, they are just terrorists, as you know, mercenaries. So it's interesting that the Ukrainian reported this, but sometimes you try to be the first who breaks the news, and you are in the offensive. So the guy who's gonna bring more information is gonna be the one who destroys the status quo. That's a psychological trick. I'm not saying he's employing it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's. I'm just making a parallel between, why would you say certain things first regarding the outcome of a situation, is because the second one who comes and tries to contradict the first statements comes as a spoiler, as the bad dude trying to destroy the. Did you hear what the first one said? So this is a story that gets me to this gets me to a story that a friend of mine, his name is Victor. He told me a while ago. He said that it was here when he came to the United States. He told me how the police works and the judges work. So he said that he was anyway. He got in trouble with the police because he got a ticket for going through a traffic light, red light. He claimed it was yellow. The police officer said it was red. So Victor at that time, being a newcomer in the West, and believing like we all believe who come from outside, this is the country of this and that and this and that. He said, I'm gonna go and I'm going to fight it in court, which is great, fantastic. The theory is there, it's in the books. When you go to deal with it, then you see it's something else. The same with democracy here and other things. Looks very nice from outside, looks very nice on the paper, but in practice, all right, but you have to learn this. You have to be a fast learner in order to plan accordingly. So he went in front of the judge, so he was the police officer, it was this Victor, and it was the judge. And the police officer obviously informed the judge had the papers, whatever he had from the police officer, and then Victor had to state his case, which he did. He said, no, Your Honor, it was yellow. I was passing. I was afraid to stop because I would stop in the intersection. I would have created more problems and so on. So I sped up. And while Victor said that he crossed on yellow, the judge said, did you hear what the police officer said? And Victor was like, but yeah, the police officer said that you crossed on red. You passed through the intersection on red. So this is exactly what's here. The police officer informed that, including the relationship between the police officer and the judge, who deal with one another all the time, and you're an outsider. Why in the am I bothering to come here and tell you my side of the story when you just believe that guy from the very beginning? But that's just an example. But usually is look at the elections here. So he probably, I'm just saying, and it's not that. Could be that he said, oh, these are the good guys, are just volunteer, this. On their side, even if they're mercenaries, that's a good guy. I understand that, because you, in the Ukrainians, books, they were obviously, we know, how should I put it, no doubt attacked by another country. So whoever helps me, that's a good guy. I don't care if that's this, which, yeah. The other guys are just trying to make their helpers the worst people in the world. Nevertheless, 4 guys killed, US, Canada, and Sweden, right? We'll find out their identity never. Thank you. Not identity, the real. And on the other hand, why would we care if we go by that? Just those guys came to help these guys for money, for drinks, for women, for whatever values they have. They are over there and expose themselves to the chance to the, I don't know, to be killed, and they got killed, unfortunately. But I'm assuming they killed others too. So that's the way it works in a war. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.